Life is a grand game, not played with external forces, but within the boundless realms of your mind. The rules of this game are simple, yet profound. Your thoughts, feelings, and assumptions shape your world. Everything you experience, your successes, your challenges, the people in your life, are reflections of your inner state, what you choose to believe, how you feel about yourself. And the world around you is the very fabric that weaves the game of life. The power to master this game lies in understanding that imagination creates reality. The experiences you long for, the dreams you wish to manifest, already exist within you. The challenge is not to acquire them, but to realize that they are yours the moment you assume their truths. Imagine vividly, with all your senses, that your desires have already come to pass. Feel it with such certainty that the world cannot help but conform to your inner vision. What you assume to be true about yourself is the key to winning this game. Are you holding yourself back with limiting beliefs, telling yourself that success or happiness is beyond your reach? Shift those beliefs. Assume the feeling of already having achieved your desires. Walk through life not as a person seeking, but as someone who has already found. The game does not reward effort alone, it rewards alignment between your inner state and your outer actions. Faith is the foundation of life's game. Not faith in what you can see with your physical eyes, but faith in the unseen forces that shape reality. Do not be swayed by circumstances seen to defy your desires. Persist in the belief that what you have imagined is real, and it must come to pass. Your unwavering faith transforms the invisible into the visible. Consciousness is the only true reality. What you believe to be true about yourself, about others, and about the world becomes the playing field of life. If you wish to change any aspect of your life, look first to your inner world. As you shift your assumptions, your experiences will shift in response. Every encounter, every obstacle, every relationship is a mirror reflecting back to you the beliefs you hold about yourself. In this game, there are no enemies, only reflections. You already possess everything you need to play this game and win. The world around you is malleable, shaped by the inner landscape of your mind. Step into the version of yourself that holds your highest desires, and life will align itself accordingly. Play wisely and remember, you are the creator of the game. Imagination is the creative force behind everything in life. It is not merely a tool for daydreaming or escaping reality, rather, it is the very source from which reality springs. Every situation, experience, and circumstance that you encounter in life first existed as an image, a thought, or a vision in the realm of your imagination. It is the master key to shaping your world because it holds the infinite potential to create anything you desire. When you harness the power of your imagination consciously, you begin to realize that your life is not dictated by chance or external forces, but by the images you consistently hold in your mind. The game of life, as it unfolds, is played on this invisible stage of imagination. The moment you entertain a thought, visualize a scenario, or picture yourself in a desired state, you set in motion the process that brings it to fruition. Every thought and mental picture, whether consciously chosen or passively accepted, influences the events, people, and outcomes you experience in life. Imagination does not distinguish between what is real and what is imagined. It treats every image as truth and works to bring it into being. Whether you imagine success, failure, joy, or sorrow, the creative power of your mind will bring forth conditions to match those visions. Think about it, every invention, innovation, and achievement that has shaped the course of history began as a thought in someone's imagination. The airplane, for example, did not exist in the material world before someone visualized it. The idea of human flight was first conceived in the mind of a dreamer, and through persistent imagination, it eventually became a reality. The same principle applies to your own life. Whatever you desire, whether it's financial success, loving relationships, or personal fulfillment, must first exist in the realm of imagination before it can manifest in your external world. Imagination is not simply about creating fantastical visions or idle wishes. The images you hold in your mind need to be clear, consistent, and fueled with emotion. The clearer and more vivid your mental picture, the faster you align yourself with its realization. But more than clarity, the emotional energy you attach to your imaginings is what accelerates their manifestation. When you imagine with strong feeling, as though the event has already occurred, you are not merely wishing for something, you are actively participating in the creation process. Many people use their imagination unconsciously, allowing it to drift into negative or limiting patterns. They worry about potential failures, imagine worst-case scenarios, or replay past mistakes, unaware that they are feeding these undesirable outcomes into the creative process. If you imagine defeat or difficulty, you are playing a dangerous game, for life will bring those imagined circumstances into reality. In this sense, you are always creating, whether you are aware of it or not. The difference between success and failure in life often boils down to how consciously and deliberately you use your imagination. To play the game of life successfully, you must become the master of your inner vision. You must train yourself to consistently picture the outcomes you desire, not merely as distant possibilities, but as present realities. This takes practice and focus, but once you understand that imagination is the key to shaping your world, you can begin to direct your life with purpose and intention. Everything starts in the mind, and when you use your imagination with clarity and conviction, you unlock the creative power within you to turn your dreams into tangible experiences. Imagination is not an idle or whimsical tool. It is the driving force that molds your reality. To play life's game effectively, you must recognize that you hold the reins. Through conscious and deliberate use of your imagination, you can create the world you wish to inhabit, one thought at a time. Every event, circumstance, and relationship you encounter is shaped by the beliefs, emotions, and assumptions that you hold within. The world you see around you is not a fixed or independent reality, but a mirror of the thoughts and feelings you carry within yourself. Understanding this principle gives you immense power, as it reveals that by changing your inner state, your thoughts, feelings, and assumptions, you can transform your external experiences. The challenges you face, the opportunities you encounter, and the people who enter your life are not random occurrences, but direct reflections of your internal landscape. If you hold beliefs of lack, limitation, or unworthiness within, these beliefs will manifest in your external world, creating situations that reinforce those feelings. On the other hand, if you cultivate beliefs of abundance, worthiness, and success, your external world will begin to reflect those positive assumptions. Many people find it easier to blame external forces for their difficulties, whether it's the economy, other people, or bad luck. However, to truly master the game of life, you must acknowledge that your outer world is shaped by your inner state. This is not about self-blame, but about recognizing your role as the creator of your experiences. By taking responsibility for your inner world, you empower yourself to change your external circumstances. Your assumptions, whether conscious or unconscious, are like seeds that you plant in the fertile soil of your mind. As you continue to nurture these seeds with your thoughts and emotions, they grow into the experiences and conditions of your life. For example, if you assume that success is difficult to achieve and that you must struggle to make ends meet, you will create a life filled with obstacles and hardships. Your assumption becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy, as the external world conforms to match your internal belief. However, if you assume that success comes easily to you, that you are deserving of abundance, and that opportunities flow to you effortlessly, your life will begin to reflect those assumptions. The people in your life, whether they support or challenge you, are reflections of your own beliefs about yourself and how you expect to be treated. If you believe deep down that you are unworthy of love or respect, you may find yourself in relationships where you are taken for granted or treated poorly. However, If you believe that you are deserving of love, respect, and kindness, you will attract relationships that reflect those qualities. The world around you is constantly reflecting back to you what you believe about yourself and others. It's about recognizing that the external world naturally and effortlessly mirrors your inner state. When you shift your inner beliefs and assumptions, the outer world must follow suit, because it is merely a reflection of what you hold inside. This is why focusing on changing external circumstances without first addressing your internal state is often futile. The underlying beliefs that created those circumstances remain unchanged, and so the same patterns continue to repeat themselves. To play the game of life effectively, you must become aware of the beliefs and assumptions that shape your inner state. By examining your thoughts and emotions, you can identify the patterns that are creating your external reality. Once you become aware of these patterns, you can consciously choose to change them. As you shift your inner state, you will notice that your outer world begins to change in response. The key to mastering this process is to understand that the external world is not separate from you, but is intricately connected to your inner world. Assuming the feeling of the wish fulfilled is a transformative principle in the game of life. It is not about wishful thinking or merely hoping that something will happen, but about embodying the state of mind and emotions that you would have if your desire were already a reality. This principle holds that you must think, act, and feel as though your desired outcome has already been achieved, even before there is any physical evidence of it. By doing so, you align yourself with the vibration of your desire, and the outer world eventually conforms to this inner assumption. The power of assumption rests in the fact that your subconscious mind cannot distinguish between what is real and what is imagined. When you consistently assume the feeling of your wish fulfilled, your subconscious mind accepts it as a reality and begins to work in ways that bring this assumed reality into your physical world. This happens through subtle shifts in your behavior, your perceptions, and even the opportunities that present themselves to you. The world around you rearranges itself to match your internal state, which is why assuming the feeling of the wish fulfilled is so powerful. When you assume the feeling of your wish fulfilled, you are bypassing doubt and uncertainty. Instead of focusing on whether or not your desire will come to pass, you are living in the certainty that it already has. This shift in focus allows you to move from a place of lack or desire into a state of fulfillment and abundance. You are no longer waiting for something to happen, you are embodying the feeling of having already received it. This is crucial, because the emotions you feel now, whether they are of lack or fulfillment, determine what you attract into your life. If you wish to experience a loving relationship, you must first assume the feeling of being deeply loved and cherished. Even if you are not currently in a relationship, you can cultivate the emotions and mindset of someone who is in a fulfilling partnership. This shift in your internal state will attract the right circumstances and people who resonate with that frequency of love. You become a magnet for the experiences that match your assumed reality. The key to successfully assuming the feeling of the wish fulfilled is persistence. It is persistence. It is not enough to simply imagine your desired outcome once or twice. You must continuously dwell in the state of your fulfilled desire, regardless of what your current circumstances might suggest. This requires mental discipline and a willingness to ignore appearances that contradict your assumed reality. By consistently living in the feeling of your wish fulfilled, you gradually shift your inner state, and the outer world follows suit. It is not merely about visualizing your desired outcome, but about feeling the emotions that accompany it. How would you feel if your wish were already a reality? Would you feel joy, relief, excitement, peace, or gratitude? These emotions are the key to activating the creative power within you. When you genuinely feel the emotions of your wish fulfilled, you are aligning your inner state with the energy of your desire, and the universe responds to this alignment. Assuming the feeling of the wish fulfilled is about embodying the state of being that you desire to experience. It requires a deep level of belief and emotional commitment to your desired outcome. When you live from the end, as though your wish is already fulfilled, you open the door for that reality to manifest in your life. The world will then reflect back to you what you have assumed to be true within yourself. This is the essence of how to play the game of life. This faith is not rooted in what you can perceive with your physical senses, but in the conviction that unseen forces are at work to bring your desires into existence. The material world is just the tip of the iceberg, representing only a fraction of reality. Beneath the surface, in the unseen, are the infinite possibilities waiting to manifest. To navigate life effectively, you must learn to trust in these invisible forces, even when external circumstances seem to contradict your desires. Having faith in the unseen means believing in the reality of your desire before it materializes in the physical world. It requires a level of trust that transcends the immediate evidence of your senses. When you have a clear vision of what you want to achieve, faith allows you to hold on to that vision, even in the face of obstacles, delays, or opposition. The power of this faith is that it connects you to the unseen forces of creation, which are constantly working to align your outer world with your inner vision. At the heart of faith is the understanding that your thoughts and beliefs shape reality. The physical world is not fixed or immutable, it is in constant flux, responding to the vibrations of your consciousness. While it may be easy to believe in something when there is tangible proof of it, true power comes from maintaining belief when no such evidence exists. This is the essence of faith in the unseen. It is the knowing that just because something has not yet appeared in your external reality does not mean it isn't real or on its way. The unseen is always at work, organizing circumstances, events, and people to bring your vision to fruition. One of the challenges of practicing faith in the unseen is resisting the urge to become discouraged when results are not immediately visible. In our fast-paced world, we are often conditioned to expect instant gratification. And when our desires don't manifest quickly, doubt creeps in. But the unseen works in its own time, often in ways that are beyond our comprehension. What may seem like a delay or a setback is often part of a larger, unseen process that is aligning things perfectly for your desire to materialize in the best possible way. Faith requires patience, trust, and persistence in the face of uncertainty. It involves taking inspired action while maintaining the belief that your desired outcome is inevitable, even if the path to it is unclear. You don't sit idly waiting for your dreams to come true. Instead, you act in alignment with your vision, knowing that the unseen is supporting you every step of the way. Your actions, thoughts, and feelings are all part of the creative process. When you act from a place of faith, you reinforce your belief in the unseen, which accelerates the manifestation of your desires. The how is not your responsibility. It is handled by the unseen forces that orchestrate the circumstances of your life. Your job is to remain focused on the outcome you desire, to act in alignment with that outcome, and to trust that the path will unfold as it should. Often the unseen brings about your desires in ways you could never have anticipated. When you surrender the need to control the process, you allow the unseen to work its magic in ways that are often better than you could imagine. Maintaining faith in the unseen also means letting go of fear and doubt. Fear and doubt are the enemies of faith, as they create resistance and block the flow of creative energy. When you allow fear to dictate your thoughts and actions, you are essentially placing more faith in negative outcomes than in the fulfillment of your desires. To play the game of life successfully, you must cultivate unwavering faith in the unseen, knowing that the universe is always working in your favor. This faith empowers you to rise above temporary setbacks, to persist in your vision, and to stay aligned with the belief that your desires are on their way to manifesting. Faith is the bridge between the invisible and the visible, between the idea and its realization. It is the force that transforms what is unseen into what is seen, and it requires you to stand firm in your belief, even when the physical evidence has yet to appear. By cultivating and nurturing this faith, You tap into the unseen forces that govern reality, and you become an active participant in the creation of your own life experience. Faith in the unseen is not just a passive belief, it is a powerful tool that shapes the game of life. Consciousness as the only reality is a principle that emphasizes the fundamental role of your mind in shaping the world around you. This idea asserts that the true essence of your experience is not found in the physical world, but in your own consciousness, your thoughts, beliefs, perceptions, and feelings. Everything you perceive in the external world, from your relationships to your circumstances, is a reflection of your state of consciousness. The key to mastering the game of life lies in recognizing that your consciousness is the primary cause, and the physical world is merely the effect. By shifting your consciousness, you change the reality you experience. Most people mistakenly believe that the physical world exists independently of their consciousness, and that their experiences are dictated by external forces. However, when you understand that consciousness is the only reality, you realize that the conditions of your life are shaped by what you hold in your mind. What you think, believe, and expect on a deep level inevitably manifests in your life, even if you are unaware of it. Your consciousness determines what you experience, and it acts like a filter through which you interpret the events of your life. If your consciousness is filled with thoughts of lack, limitation, and fear, your external reality will reflect these thoughts. You may encounter financial struggles, unfulfilling relationships, or persistent obstacles, not because the world is inherently hostile or scarce, but because your consciousness is focused on those negative patterns. Conversely, when your consciousness is filled with thoughts of abundance, love, and possibility, your external world will mirror those qualities. Opportunities will appear, relationships will improve, and life will flow more smoothly. What you believe to be true about yourself, about others, and about the world shapes the experiences you attract into your life. If you believe that you are unworthy of success or love, your consciousness will create situations that confirm that belief. You will encounter failure or rejection because your consciousness is projecting that expectation onto the world. On the other hand, if you believe that you are deserving of success and love, your consciousness will create circumstances that align with that belief. The physical world, then, is a mirror of what you hold in your mind. Understanding that consciousness is the only reality also means recognizing the importance of self-awareness. Many people go through life on autopilot, unaware of the thoughts and beliefs that shape their existence. They may feel like victims of circumstance, unaware that their own consciousness is the true cause of their problems. By becoming more self-aware, you can observe your thoughts, feelings, and assumptions and identify the patterns that are creating your reality. Once you become aware of these patterns, you have the power to change them. You can consciously choose to focus on thoughts and beliefs that align with the reality you wish to experience. You are not stuck with your current state of consciousness. Just as your past thoughts and beliefs have created your present circumstances, your current thoughts and beliefs can shape your future. By deliberately shifting your consciousness, you can begin to create a new reality for yourself. This might involve changing your beliefs about what is possible for you, letting go of limiting assumptions, or cultivating new habits of thought that align with your desired outcome. The realization that consciousness is the only reality also empowers you to take full responsibility for your life. It can be tempting to blame external factors for your struggles, but when you understand that your consciousness creates your reality, you recognize that you have the power to change it. Taking responsibility for your consciousness means taking control of your thoughts and beliefs. It means becoming deliberate about the mental and emotional states you dwell in, knowing that they are the seeds of your future experiences. While the material world may appear solid and unchangeable, it is, in fact, malleable and responsive to your consciousness. What seems like an immovable obstacle today can dissolve tomorrow if your consciousness shifts. What seems impossible now can become possible as you expand your awareness and change your beliefs. The physical world is a reflection of your consciousness. And when you understand this, you gain the ability to reshape your life in ways that previously seemed out of reach. By accepting that consciousness is the only reality, you open yourself up to the limitless possibilities that life offers. You realize that you are not a passive participant in the game of life, reacting to circumstances beyond your control. Instead, you are the creator of your experiences with the ability to mold your reality through the power of your mind. The external world will always reflect the state of your consciousness, and by mastering this understanding, you gain the power to create a life that aligns with your deepest desires. Living from the end is a powerful concept in the game of life, one that allows you to bypass the obstacles and limitations of the present moment by fully embodying the state of your desired outcome. It means to mentally and emotionally place yourself at the end of your journey, as if your desire has already been realized. Rather than focusing on how things will unfold or allowing current circumstances to dictate your mindset, you begin to live in the feeling of your wish fulfilled. This shift in consciousness is what propels your desire into manifestation, as it aligns your thoughts, emotions, and actions with the reality you wish to create